Hi, good morning, team. Welcome to Core Java batch. Today's topic is instance of operator. Today's topic is instance of operator. There will be a interview question. There will be an interview question. In how many ways you can create a Java object? How many way you can create an Java object? This is a very important question. So there are more ways, but today I won't answer for this question. Till now, what we have learned using new keyword. Using new keyword, we can able to create Java object, right? This we have done multiple times. So this is one way. And the other way which we are going to discuss is today is instance of. Now try to focus, guys. What does this means? What does this mean? Instance of. Instance of means, for example, just think you are in one class. You are in studying in very school. There is a class, 10th class. There is a section A, B, C, right? So when you are doing some mischievous thing in your school, and suddenly on ground your principal come and hold your hand. "Arre, what are you doing? Why you are not going to class?" At that time, what you are doing? They are asking which class you are belonging to. You are saying, "I am belonging to 10th class, sir." Then he will ask which section. You say, "I am belonging to C section, 10C." That's why you are playing here, right? Means your identity is what? You are 10th class, but you are belonging to C section. But there is one more guy. Principal will ask, "Hey guys, what are you doing here? Which class you are belonging to?" He will say 10th A. So then he will give you a dialogue, right? A section students are good, then C section, right? This is earlier, this is happening, right? Means I don't want it to make in that way, but I want to explain one situation that you are belong to some section, na? That is your identity, right? Means you are the instance of that particular classroom, right? Section C, section A, right? You just think in that way. So what does this mean, instance of operator? We can use this instance of operator to check whether the object is of that type or not. We know nowadays, we know the type. You are habitual nowadays. What is the type? String type, integer type, right? Boolean type, right? Student type, employee type, right? So these are the type. Whenever we are having, we whenever we are having, uh, yeah, whenever we are having, we know, right? What is the type? String S. I'm creating. What is the type of S? String. Fine. You know, right? What is integer? Variable is I. What is the type of I? Fine. Whenever you are having one class student, you create an object like this, right? You know, right? This line also. We have discussed so many times new how to create an object. What is when I am talking about S, when I am talking using this line, what is the purpose of this line? There is one class public, there is one class public class student, public class student. This is the class. How you can create the class for this object? How you can create the class for object like this, right? So what will happen in background? What will happen? There an object is created and this variable S will pointed to this object na, right? This is a simple concept, right? Now try to observe, guys. You are having array list. This is a collection concept. We don't know what is array list, but you know array. Just think like this. Just think like this. This is an array. This is an array. Array list, right? What it is doing? Array list. Array list means it is doing something na. There are some index wise object it will hold, right? It will hold. Try to observe what I'm trying to explain. If you don't know, I will repeat multiple times because we are not discussing collection. One part of it we are using to explain this instance of operator. Okay, now. So this is array list. So what it is going to hold some value, right? You know, integer, sometime objects, right? We are focusing on object because everything is all about objects. Now try to observe. Try to observe. This is an array list. This is an array list. You know, right? Array. Think in that way. No need to worry what is array list. Just think it is an array, but I am using array list. Okay, if you don't know. So we are holding this is the list. We are adding one object here. 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 How to add object in array list? There is one concept. And what is the type of array list? What is the type of array list? S. What is the type of S? Student. But what is the type of array list that we have to define? How we can define? How we can define? Let me create one test class. New. Actually, there are some problem. Let me create any of the existing Java class. Let me take this class, string class. Okay, now test class or switch class. Yeah, let me take this class. Right. Forget about class name. Forget about class name. Right. Forget about class name. Now try to observe. I want to create one array list. Array list. This is array list syntax. Array list syntax. I need to define what is the type. Okay. Now try to observe. I will create one student class. I will create one student class. Try to observe, guys. Student class is there. Student class is there. Okay, no need main method. I am creating one simple variable. What is the variable? Private string student name. Student name. This is the variable name I am creating. Now saving this. I am having this switch class. I am having this switch class. Now try to observe. I want to create array list, but what type I want to create, I should know, right? So how I can give array list? Array list student, array list student, ठीक है? Array array list equal to new array list, new array list, new array list. Array list. Now it is coming from Java package, java.lang.package. So what is happening? Array list is always going to hold some data of student only. What does this line means? So how to add the data? How to add the student object? Now student S1 equal to new student. Try to observe, guys. Student S1 equal to new student. Similarly, student S2 equal to new student, new student, new student. Try to observe, guys. How many objects I have created? Two objects I have created. Now one object I want to add into array list. How I can add array list? Array list. Array list. So how I can add array list? What this line is doing, try to observe. Array list dot add. How I can add? How I can add S1? S1. Here, then S2. Try to observe. Means I have created one array list like this. I have created one array list. I have created one array list. Right? I have created one array list. Just think. And what type it is going to take? Always student object it is going to take. Means whenever I am passing the, whenever I am having this one student, then I can add. So what happen? What happen? Array list will automatically increase. Right? Just think in this way. So what I am doing? S1 I am adding na. Where when I am doing S1 dot add, what does this line? This line means copy this, paste here. Try to observe. Okay. Now try to observe. What happen is this is S1. This is S1. S1 you have added where? S1 you have added where? S1 you have added where? S1 you have added in this array list one. Similarly, S2 where you have added? S2 you have added in array list 2. Array list 2, right? Now, what will happen? What will happen? Try to observe. To understand instance of, I am taking one example. What will happen? Two objects is created because of this line, one object is created. Because of that, this line, one more object is created for S1 and S2, right? And this S1 and S2, where you are passing one object here, one object here, one object here, S1, and another object S2 here, right? This is object, right? S1 and S2, S2. The important thing is that in this case, we are not trying to understand what is array list and how to do operation of array list. The concept is all about instance of. But in this situation, array list having object of student. Tomorrow, I want to this array list prepare. This array list is having what? This array list having what? What kind of data it is having? It is having student object. It is having student object. It is having student object. You know, but tomorrow. Hello, I'm audible. Sorry, guys. I'm audible, guys. There is some headphone issue. I'm audible. Can you please confirm in the chat, please? Yes, madam. We will discuss all these things in later, right? First, at the end of the session, I will allow you to talk. Okay. Yes, group is there. Fine. I am audible, na? Now try to observe, guys. Right. So what is happening is we we know, right? This is array list. This is array list. And what is the array list having? We know. This time we know. Tomorrow we don't know. That we are fetching some array list from database. We are fetching some array list from database. This is your database. This is your database. You write some code. You write some code, and you are fetching some array list. You fetch some array list. You fetch some list, array list, anything. Right? You are fetching some array list. You don't know what is this array list is all about. You don't know this array list is all about. Simply you are fetching. You don't know what is the type. Now you understand the type of array list, right? What is the type? So whenever we are passing some value like this, so that array list will able to hold that object. In this line, what we are passing student object, student class name. That's why it is going to hold all the object related to student. Tomorrow, when you are fetching data from database, you don't know what is the type of array list it is holding. Then in that case, how will come to know? That is our agenda. Now try to observe. Student is created, right? You know, right? That is a student. Now, think you don't know what is this array list variable is holding. You are able to see, but just think that this is coming from database. Let me create one more class employee. Let me create one more class employee. Let me create one more class employees. Okay. One, just for sake of convenience, I created one this class. Now I will create one more object, employee. No need to worry if you don't know, it's fine. It's fine. If you bouncer is happening is also fine. No need to worry. If there is one more object is created. Okay, one more object is created. Right? Employee 1 equal to employee 2 equal to. There are two objects is created. We don't know what is this. Can we add array list object here? Now try to observe. If I have tried to object, what is the object name of employee? First object name E1. If I will give E1, it is not going to take. It is not going to take. Why? Because it is showing that change the type of E1 to student. What is the type of E1? Employee. What is the type of S1? Student. Now, what is the variable of array list? Student. It is going to hold student. Who is the boss? Who is the boss of all the classes object? To take this, can we write like this? Yes. When I am giving object, it is taking everything, right? For example, Tomorrow you want to take some money from your uncle. You are a kid and you are asking, I want 5,000 rupees. He won't trust you. He will call your father. Sir, your kid is asking me 5,000 rupees. Can I give? If he say, yes, give, he will give. Otherwise, he will say, your father will say, don't give. He is just a kid. He won't give, right? Who is the boss? Your father is the boss, right? So think object, like how we created one student class, employee class. Similarly, object is a father of everyone. Think in that way in this current situation. So what will happen if I am giving you array list and I am passing student, then it is this array list can only take student type only. If I am give employee, it is going to give employee. See, I am giving employee class here. Error in this two line, not in this line. So it is going to take employee only. If I am going to take student, it is error gone from here. Error is in this line, right? To array list, it should take all the type. By default, every class, whatever we are creating, their parents is object class. So to remove this error for now, let me make it object. Now just think guys, at index number 1, first student object, second is student object, third is employee object. Can I add one more object here? E2. Now there is array list of size what? 4. In this one object, initially two object is student, two object is employee. Now you know, but tomorrow this array list you are fetching from database, then there will be challenge na. Now you are knowing by seeing this code. So to overcome that problem, we have which concept? Instance of. Instance of. So how we are managing? Try to observe. Try to observe. So there is one syntax. There is one syntax for this. We will see programmatically as well and try to observe. What is the syntax for that? We will instance of class name. This is the syntax name. Instance of class name. So what it will give? Whatever the class name, give me it instance. You are 10C section. Give me proof that you are belonging to 10C. So instance of. Give me 10th A section. It will give proof. Okay, if you are belong to that, it will give some output, true or false. Right? If you are belonging to 10C, and we will validate it. So it will give true, otherwise false. Now try to observe. So now we are think this array list coming from database. This is your database. Think this data is coming from database and inside you don't know what is there inside this array list. What is there inside array list? This is operator, guys. This is operator. Instance of is an operator. It is not a new concept. It is continuation of our concept. Now, this is array list. I will do get. I will do get of what? I don't know what is index number 0. By seeing the code we know, but from database we don't know. So I'm asking, hey array list, give me data at index number 0. Or by seeing this line, you know at index number 0, what is their student object. At index number 1, what is student object. At index number 2, what is employee object. At index number 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. At index number 3, you are having employee object. You by seeing this, but assume you don't know. This data is coming from database. So at that time, what you are doing? Hey, array list, give me data, whatever at index number 0. What is the shortcut? What is the shortcut? What is the shortcut? Alt Shift L. Alt Shift L. Okay. It will give you the return time. Very important command is this. If you don't know, you can hold this. What is the shortcut? What is the shortcut, guys? Alt Shift L. Keep the cursor. what is the output this is going to give. Okay, what is the return type. Don't think about much. Alt shift L. So see what it is giving, object, right? Object. Now whatever array list, it can be anything, it can be anything. If you know student, fine, no problem. If you know, fine. But what we are using, object. Now guys, observe guys. Object. Now this object, who is holding, you know, right? Till now you have done this int x equal to 10, right? Then you are having int int b equal to, think in this way, int b equal to x, fine, right? Means what is the type of x, guys? Int. So x value you are giving to whom? B. What is the type of B? Int. So int value you are giving to int. Any problem? No problem. Tomorrow it will be like let's say byte, right? So byte value you can pass to int, right? You know this concept. So think in this way. This is value. This is a value. Right hand side is value. Who is going to hold? This variable is going to hold. Similarly, this is a right 10 number is a value. Who is going to hold? Variable. What is the type of this variable? Byte. In the same fashion, this is your right hand side data. This is your right hand side value. Who is going to hold? Object variable. What is the type of this variable? Object. Okay. Object is a class. Object is the root of class hierarchy. Every class has object as a super class. When I am talking about your father, your kid, your father, I am, my parents. Parents are super class. Okay. So every class we are creating is super class is what? Object. Object is a class. Okay. Now try to observe. We are still on instance of, we are in the process of learning this instance of concept, guys. Focus. How it is working, I am trying to explain you. I can simple say one line that instance is used to check the operator whether it is a type of object or not, right? But I am telling you internal. Okay, now observe. What happened? You know if else, right? You know if else. You have done so many practice on if else, I know. So you know this if, right? So now what is the condition? Also, you know, right? Else if also. If you don't know, now understand, try to understand. Else if else, both are similar fashion. Okay, no need to worry. This is a block, right? No. No. This is the syntax. Either do this or else do this. What it will take inside if block? What it will take? It will take Boolean result, right? Now try to observe. Now try to observe. I am going to use instance of. I initially mentioned it is going to give result true or false, right? Can I use this instance of? Yes. On which I have to apply this instance of, on which I need to apply something on top of that I need to apply na. So I will apply this instance of object. Try to understand simple English. Hey object. Hey object. Are you instance of something? So let me pass that student. Hey object. Are you related to student? If you related to student, you will become true. If you are not related to student, you will become false. This is simple English statement. So object means you. Consider an example. You are a student. You are belonging to 10C. Then do something. If you don't belong to 10C, don't do. Go to other block. Then I will check. Hey, object. You belong to, you are you instance of? Are you instance of employee? Are you instance of employee? If you have to do something, if you have If you are true, do something, right? Hope you are understanding, guys. Hope you are understanding. If it this will true, it will go inside here, na? It will go inside here. So what will we do? We will do typecasting. Student, student. What is the variable? Object, semicolon, right? What is it is giving? Oh, sorry, my bad. Fine, no problem. Ignore this. System dot out dot println. Try to observe, guys. If I will add some good logic, then again you will facing some doubt. Student, employee block. Simple student block, employee block. How to format? Select all. Control Shift F. Now formatting is done. Now try to observe. Can I run this program? Let me try to run this program. Actually, this is the problem with when I am creating one class. Let me copy this somewhere else. Mm, This is some problem I am facing with my ID. I will fix that. Let me copy my same code I am copying somewhere else. Is it running? I need to fix that. Mhm. I don't know. I need to fix this actually. Main method not found in class break loop. Please, ठीक है. Now guys observe. I copy paste this my code into string this class only. Okay, now try to observe. Same code is I copy paste here. What is this printing? Student block. Try to observe. Try to observe. You don't know that your DB, your database is having in first index means zero, na? You don't know. There is a student or employee or customer. You don't know. What you are trying to understand, you want to perform on your array list some operation. You have to apply some business logic in your project. So what you are doing, you are fetching some data from database. Think this data is coming from database, this variable holding all this four record from database. Right now try to let me explain you programmatically and diagrammatically, then you will understand what is happening in each class. Try to observe. Now try to observe, guys. What is happening in this line? What is happening in this line? One object is created. Try to observe. One object, one object is created in this line, right? One object is created, right? In this line, one more object is created now. This is its name is S2. What is this name? S1. Try to observe. Try to observe. S1, this in S2. Now try to observe. What happened? Let me change the color of this line. Let me give red line. Red color. Okay. Now, when I am using this line, what is happening? One object is created now for this line. Try to observe. This is the object. This is the object is created. E1, E2. What is his name? Variable name E1. Similarly, with this line, one more object is created now. E2. What is its name? E2. Try to observe. Now, let me take another color for this. Now, what is happened in this line? What is happening in this line? Array list. With this line, one array list object is created. Na? Think in this way. Right? Now, what is happened in this line? In this line, what you are doing? In this line, what you are doing? You are trying to add one object na S1 to array list. Think. One array list is there. Now, what will happen? This S1 will be holding in, coming inside this na because of this line. Because of this line, what is happening? Because of this line, this S1 will come inside here. This S1 will come inside here. Right? So what will be there? S1. Now S1. What happened? In next line, array list S2. Now what is happening? One more at one more index, what is happening? S2 is going to come here, right? Similarly, E1 is going to come here, right? So we are understanding. E1 is going to come here. Then next, E2 is going to come here. It is increasing, na? Think in this way. Array list increasing. Array is having challenge, right? To increase the size. But array list is the overcome for that. Now, this is your array list. What is the variable of this array list? Array list. Array list is the name of this variable, right? Right. Now, what you are trying to think this is in your database. This is your database. Okay. Now, what you are trying to do? You are trying to fetch data. You don't know what is the data inside this. Okay. Now, what you are trying to fetch the record. How I can remove this? Yeah. Now I am trying to fetch this record. Try to observe. What I am trying to do? I am trying to this is index number 0. This is index number 0. This is index number 1. This is index number 2. This is index number 3. What I am trying to do in this line? I am asking to this variable array list get me 0 index number. What is happening? This S1 will come here. You assume you don't know what is there inside because here I explain you, I added in front of you. But tomorrow in database, this data is there, but you don't know about the type of data. So you are but you have to add some condition. There may be in your project requirement, there may be chance, there may be employee, there may be customer, there may be any data. But what you are trying today, you are confused. I have to apply some logic on my student data. If there will be some employee data, I have to apply logic. So this is my logic. Tomorrow this sysof statement will replace by that logic. This statement will be replaced by some logic. For now, we are printing some statement, right? Hope you are getting. So I am asking, hey array list, give me index number 0. I want to apply some logic. Okay. Array list will give you, okay, get 0. We will apply some loop also. Always it is not going to 0. It will be like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. But if I will apply some loop also in this situation, it will become difficult for you to understand. So I am not adding all the concept. I am interested in to understand instance of. So what I am doing, I am getting some data. Okay. What this will do? get zero will fetch this first position record, right? Even though it is a student, it is an employee, it is a customer, it is your record, anyone can be hold by object, because object is a super class thing, it is a parent, right? So now what is happening? Whatever array list get zero, it will fetch the result. It will be stored in object variable. It will be stored in object variable. Now, here our concept is coming for what? Here concept, our instance of coming into picture. Object instance of, object instance of. What I am doing? Now I am asking object instance of student. Hey object, are you part of student? If you are part of student, then print this student block. Otherwise, I will check in else if block. Hey object, are you part of employee? If you are part of this, then print this. Hope you are getting. Now come to code. So we know what is at zero. So it is zero means it is going to print this. You know debugging, you can debug also, right? Now let me run this program. What is the coming? We know at zero index, what is there? At zero index, always there is a student object. Can I change the value? Let me change the value 1. At index number, what is the object? We know in index number 1 is also what? S2 object is there. Now, okay, fine. Baba, it is struck. Now, now I am running the program. It was struck. This time what is coming, guys? Employee. Because at index number 2, what was there? What was there at index number 2? Index number 2. Index number 2. What is there? E1 is there. At index number 3, what is there? E2 is there. Only 4 position are there, na? If I will give 0, 1, 2, 3 is fine. But I will go give 4. What will happen? There is no fourth position. No fourth position, right? Index bound of exception. We should know how to handle the exception. That is a part of exceptional handling. But you know, right? You are good, right? With this concept. What is this concept all about? Right? What is the importance of instance of? So instance of is nothing but it is to check whether it is a part of that particular class or not. Good concept, right? Tomorrow there will be some any kind of list. So you can check, you don't know the data, what is the list is holding. You can do that, right? Hope you are good with this program. Now I'll ping this program in the channel also. Just copy paste, debug this 10 times. Debug this 10 times. And I will post this also diagram in the chat for your understanding. Watch this recording 2 times, 3 times. Then slowly you will understand. In this concept, I tell you multiple things, not only instance of. I told you how to create an array list also. How to, even though when collection will come, we will see that in detail. What is the difference between array and array list? But I am telling you how we have created 2 classes, how we have added to the classes, right? Then how to fetch the record, what is the purpose of instance of, everything we have seen. So that's why watch this recording 2 to 3 times. Hope you are good, guys. Now I thought recording and meeting ended. No problem. Allow me in a minute. Give me a minute, guys. Now, hope you are good. Hope you are good. Now, after this instance of, we understand what is instance of. Instance of. We understand this concept, right? Now, the next concept. The next concept. This is instance of is an operator. Instance of is an operator. Instance of is an operator. Now, what is the purpose of this? We have seen to check whether it is a type of an object or not. Now, the next concept is relational operator. Relational relational operator. What does this mean by relational operator? This less than, comma, greater than, comma, less than, equal to, okay, comma, this greater than, equal to. These are relation. Relation means you are trying to find some relation between two 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 pieces, right? We need to understand. It is very easy concept. Okay. So here we can apply this operator to any primitive data except Boolean data. We can apply relational operators to any primitive except Boolean data type. What does this mean? Okay, let me use this program to explain you this thing. I will comment this code. I will comment this code. How to comment? Control question mark. Okay, the code is commented. Code is commented now. Now try to observe. Forget about above code. That code also I will give you. You know, right? Debugging. It's your duty to debug that previous code. Now, relation. So how I can check system.out.println. I need to test some two primitive values now. Can I check 10 is less than 11? It will give you true. 10 is what type? Int type. 11 is what type? Int type. You can compare, right? It is giving true. These are simple thing, but important thing. Now, no. Can I check 12 is less than 11? Simple. You know, this is basic common sense, right? It is giving false, right? Now, let me copy this, paste here. Let me, instead of this, reverse this. Let me comment this. Now, 10 is greater than 11, false. And 10 is 12 is less than 11. That is also false. Now, let me change this, save it. This you know, right? Now, try to observe this. Try to observe. This we know, right? Can we apply some Boolean? Can we apply some Boolean? Let me comment this. Let me comment this. Okay. Can we apply Boolean versus Boolean? True. What is Boolean? True and false, right? It is not acceptable, right? Operator is undefined for the argument as Boolean, comma Boolean, because true is also Boolean and false is also Boolean. Now, so we cannot apply this to Boolean. We cannot apply it. We cannot apply to Boolean. Fine. Now, try to observe. Now, next. Can I apply char? Let me run this. It is giving true. B is greater than A. Why? Because it is converted into the value. Na? A belongs to what? 97 and B belongs to 98 characters. So that's why 98 is greater than 97. Right? Now, next. So character also beats C now. system dot out dot println, system dot out dot println. Can we compare string versus string? Let's compare string versus string. Hello, hi. Hello, hi, we are doing. Whether it is allowing, what is the error if we runtime this value will come, what exception we can see? Operator is undefined for the argument types. Java lang dot string, Java lang dot string. Means this is also string, this is also string. Means this relation cannot be applied to string type. Right? This is the exception error. Now try to observe one more thing. System dot out dot println. Can we compare 12 greater than 10? Yes, we can do it. It is also, what is the output? 12. 12 is greater than 10, right? We know. True. But can we do like this? No. No, right? Why? Because you can see these three as a number, but it is not like that. Why? Because 10 and first left to right it will go. 12 is greater than 10 means it will become true. This internal will become true. Then you are checking true is greater than 8. So we know, right? We cannot apply Boolean. So nesting of this relation operator is not allowed. You are understanding, right? What will happen? This 12 greater than 10. What it will become? It will become true, na? It will become true. Then again, what you are doing? True is greater than 8. So it is become Boolean, na? Boolean you are comparing. Boolean is not allowed, right? Hope you are understanding. Now, try to observe. So, can't be applied to Boolean. If you will try, let me run this program. You will see this. The operator is undefined for the argument type Boolean and int. Why? Because this 2 is integer, but after their result will become what? Boolean. True. This will become true. And then true is comparing with 8. So this is Boolean, this is int. We cannot compare, right? So this is what operator is done. Relation operator is done. Now, next is equality operator. Equality operator. Equality operator. Equality operator. Before that, let me stop my screen share. Can you guys unmute yourself, please?
Yes, sir.
How many of you
Yes,
are
sir.
listening to me?
Yes, sir.
How many of you are listening to me? Everyone, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Everyone is listening, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I'm different type of faculty. I want to know whether you are listening to me or not. That is important to me. I know this will go to recording, but fine. Equality, equality operator. What is equality operator?
So it will
This is
compare.
very, yeah, fine. I know. I was checking mute all. Mute part. Yeah. Don't mind. Yeah. Now double equal operator, comma, this. So whether the things are equal or not, these are you are going to use frequently in your Java code. Okay. So this is double equator. This is for not, right? So if you are trying to check whether this condition is true or false, then there will be today, like you are observing in this code. In this code also, what we are doing, object instance, in if condition we are trying to do now, we will see this something programmatically. Let me create one. Let me comment this. Now try to observe. System dot out dot println whether 10 is equal to 20, right? Let me end. Compiler don't know, but at runtime, you will get the output false. Right? So this is how you have to understand. You have to apply some if-else condition. Right? For example, if you are applying if, right, or you are printing something. So what is happening? Let me copy this, paste here. Instead of this, we will having our logic. Okay. What you are comparing? You are comparing 10 equal to 20, right? And then I am printing one statement here. Inside, let me give some, this type of logic you are using in your programs. Inside, outside. How to format? Control Shift F. Save it. Now this will be, this what will be the result? False. So this line is not going to, this logic is not going to print. This logic is going to print. Let's see. Right now outside is printing means this is not working. This is working. Means code is working, but this condition is getting false. Right now, this way you have to think. If you are applying 10, 10 equal to 10, right? So what will happen if condition gets satisfied? What will happen? Right? This block is printing. This is done after this line executing. This is not else block. If I am keeping this inside else block, what will happen? This is not going to print, right? Else block is not printing. Either this or either this. Right? Either this or this. Now outside, right? So this is what equal operator. Now one more thing. Not equal to 20, right? Not inside. 10 is not equal to 20 means what? It will become true now. This is satisfying. I mean, both are not same. That's why it is printed. This is not printed, right? When I am checking 20 is not equal to 20 means it will become false, right? That's why it is coming outside. Hope you are understanding, guys. Hope you are understanding. So, yeah, one more concept. Now try to observe. Is it fine or we will see tomorrow? Tell me. Ping in the chat, please. Can you please ping in the chat? Okay, fine. Tomorrow we will see. Okay. I'm stopping my screen share. I will provide the program, guys, and I am stopping the recording.